What up, Block fam? Welcome to today's episode. This one's going to be a little different. I'm sure you can tell by the title. Massive announcement. Not going to be going over bikes or builds because we've got something really, really special to share with y'all in this episode. Seriously, I'm getting goosebumps already. So after years of wrenching, building this channel, working on all sorts of stuff, having some absolutely crazy projects, Amanda and I have been working on the biggest project, the biggest build, which is a baby. So this is Kirby. I think I posted up my personal Instagram, the John X Block Instagram, doing the craziest build, or we've been working behind the scenes, like doing this crazy build for 9 months. Posted up some pictures of us at the hospital whenever she was delivered. This is one of those things that, like, with this channel, like, I've kind of struggled back and forth with, of like how much to share, like how personal to be. But Amanda and I have talked about this quite a bit. You know, whenever I first started this whole thing, I was sharing everything. It was literally like everything. It's like my life and motorcycles. And so I felt like that there was the most connection there. This is one of those things that, like, people have noticed in the background of like 2 videos, I think. They're like
the Harley one, definitely.
Yeah, the Harley one. So where we were basically going over like the heritage build.
I think she was a week and a half old.
Damn.
Yeah, like she was fresh.
Super freshy. Fresh. And then there was one other video. You were briefly in the background carrying her. And like people noticed and they're like, oh my God, is that your baby?
No, we stole it.
We didn't steal the baby.
We found a baby. I don't think you should curse around the child.
So we actually found out, I guess initially, no, we didn't even find out, but she was sick whenever we went to the Czech Republic.
So unfortunately, Amanda is not feeling well, so she is sitting this one out.
Understatement. Throwing up all day, every day.
Yeah, she was supposed to be able to ride bikes, like, ride motorcycles, but I think you got to ride one bike.
Rode a Chief for 1 hour, and then we stopped at this cute little town and there's roundabout, and while you guys were taking photos, and I went off to I feel bad for the person's house it was, because I threw up in front of their window. And then I didn't make it the rest of the trip.
You know, we were in the Czech Republic and I had to... Zuko! Come here, bud! Zuko, come here! Oh, you can't get out? You got in there. You got in there just fine. Come here, bud. Get out of there, come on. So yeah, while in the Czech Republic, I had to figure out how to buy a pregnancy test. So apparently they have these stores. It's not like Walgreens or anything like that over there, but it was like a specialty store. I asked the lady if she spoke English and she was like, no. So I opened up my Google Translate app or whatever, and I was like, pregnancy test and nausea medication. She read it and she's like, and she like started laughing. So I bought them, whatever she gave me. I had no idea if it would actually work because the language on it I couldn't read it.
So when you open up the little fold with instructions, because I don't know if you know, but like a lot of the tests are different, whether it's like 1 stripe or 2 stripes or what color it was. So I wasn't sure what meant yes or no. And so I'm looking at the instructions and I look at him and I'm like, there's no English. There was, because where it is in Europe, there's Hungarian, Italian, Chinese, there was everything but English. So I was like having to use this app that kind of worked, kind of didn't. I just needed the word like yes, pregnant or not pregnant. But it said not pregnant because it was so early. It was literally like the first week, I guess.
So she was getting sick like right off the bat. And then obviously first trimester was pretty rough.
I mean, the whole thing sucked. I'm gonna be honest. Like they don't tell you. I feel like people make it like all rainbows and sunshine. And for me, I did not like pregnancy one bit. That's why I wasn't in any videos. I was barely at the shop. I was working from home. You couldn't tell when you were gonna be sick or when you weren't gonna be sick, but she's 100% worth it.
She's incredible. So yeah, the whole pregnancy was pretty challenging, both physically, emotionally.
Hormonally, I was pretty fine. I was pretty even keeled the whole time. I mean, I'd ask you. But the hardest part is going from having such freedom and just doing whatever you want, riding motorcycles whenever you want, and getting in a car and going wherever you want, to not being able to. That was the hardest mentally on me. Having no energy and being sick, it really sucked. I give all moms credit.
Yeah.
But physically, it sucked too. I had a heart condition that, Florida doesn't help because of the heat, and being pregnant apparently doesn't help either. So
more stress on your body.
Yeah,
your blood pressure changes. Yeah.
But as soon as she was out, it was like, I felt amazing. People kept saying like, why aren't you in the house resting? And I'm like, I've been resting for 9 months. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, right. No joke. So as of right now, Kirby is 9 weeks old. So we've been figuring it out for 9 weeks. If any of y'all watching out there are parents and you want to drop some advice, we will gladly take any of it. One of the things that we found out is that We've actually gotten the best advice so far from parents. You can watch all the videos on YouTube, you can read all the books. Literally, some of the best advice we've gotten is from people that have done this, parents. Giselle from Law Tiger is actually a huge one. She's got 2 kids. She had some really great recommendations. Your mom?
My mom did amazing about like adapting the baby to your lifestyle and not us to the baby's lifestyle. So she just went on a 2-week road trip with us and did incredible.
Yep.
And then one of my good friends, Jordy, she told me she's a new mom and she said the first day you come home, make as much noise as possible. So we vacuumed, we rang the doorbell, the dogs are barking, and now she sleeps through literally
Everything.
anything. Loud restaurants, motorcycles.
Us talking,
yeah, air compressors. Everyone's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, no, you can be as loud as you want.
Amazon will get delivered to the house and, they'll ring the doorbell or whatever and the dogs will go crazy and she sleeps through it, which is
such a mellow baby.
It's a godsend. She recently started sleeping throughout the night.
5.5 hours.
Which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. You almost wake up panicked that something's wrong and then you're like, okay, she's breathing, we're good.
Yeah.
She's happy all the time.
She's very happy.
I'm a little Kobe King. My Kobe. My Kobe.
Oh, jealous boy.
Yeah.
Absolutely is heart melting. People say that it's so different whenever it's yours. 100%.
Oh my God.
It's like whenever she was born, I'm not going to share too many personal details, but like the labor at one point was a little difficult. And so afterwards, it's like, they took her to the little NICU unit. I was with Amanda and it was like, you can go meet your daughter. And I was like, she's being taken care of. She's over there. Like, I'm with Amanda. Like, I'm making sure Amanda's okay, first and foremost. And then you see this little baby and they bring her over and I'm like,
this ugly little alien with like stuff all over it. And you're just like crying.
oh my God. Huge wave of emotions. If y'all are parents, you know what I'm talking about. But once you see that kid, it's like the things I would do for that child.
I would kill her.
It's insane. I had spoken to somebody else who actually had a kid like 2 days before and they were like, the primal, like, protective feeling that happened as soon as he saw his child, 100% know what you mean now.
The day we were leaving the hospital, John got really quiet. I'm like, you okay? I'm nervous, like checking in. And he's like, yeah, I'm just thinking of every safe route home. We can't take this route. And he's like planning. I'm like, dude.
I checked the car seat like 6 times, making sure it was solid. And then I planned the route home, like putting that baby in a truck, the Raptor. I felt super safe.
Your first baby, everyone says like you're like helicopter-y and like super, like we're just like handing the baby to other people. But it was like the first couple of weeks we're like, no dog hair, no, which is impossible with these dogs. And we're like, don't lick her face. And now we're like, there's always dog hair in bottles, like always.
I mean, I try to get as much of it as we can, but she has 3 awesome dogs. Zuko, I don't know Zuko if you've been watching the channel for a while. Zuko got super protective of Amanda whenever she was pregnant. He basically became not my dog, he became her dog. And if I ever had like attitude or if somebody else, people that he's known since he was a puppy, so Eric, Bagabro, or Wes, like they would come over and he would like want to attack them. And Wes was so scared because he was like, Zuko, what the hell? Like, you know me. Like, Eric and Zuko are super close, But while she was pregnant, he was so protective of her that, like I said, I felt like I lost him.
One night, John, you were just joking. We were like joke fighting about something. Oh, I threw away his snack.
Oh, yeah.
And because I clean a lot, like impulsively. And I threw it away. And so he's like, what the heck? And he like slammed the trash can. And Zuko went nuts, like growling and went up to you and then like protecting me.
Well, he didn't go to me. He went up to you.
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, you like, I had like some leftovers that I was going to eat and she threw them away. And I'm like, damn it. Like I slammed the trash can and Zuko like goes over by her and was like growling at me. And I'm like, you dude. I'm like, I'm joking, like calm down, bro. Now he's incredibly protective of her, so I still don't have my dog back. Zuko is now our daughter's. I lost my freaking dog.
Broke down. I lost my finger and I lost my dog to my baby.
Yeah, a lot has been happening. You guys haven't seen me in as many videos. There's a couple people that have commented saying like, why is Justin in so many videos? Why'd you send Freddie to the press thing for Harley Davidson? I kind of took maternity leave, but I didn't. We both still have to work. We both still have to like continue to, manage all this. We're moving out of the shop. We're packing up. We've got plans for the next shop, which I'll be sharing all that info with you guys. We had to learn to sleep again, or how to sleep again, right? I think the first couple days it was like we both just stayed up or were up whenever she would cry. And we figured out that like we were both sleep deprived. So that's when we started taking shifts. She would take a shift until a certain time and then I would take over and she would get sleep. That's been working out really well for us. Which is funny. It's like one of those things of advice that like parents always give is they're like, get sleep now.
Or like sleep when the baby sleeps and you're like, no, that doesn't work. Like it takes me an hour to fall asleep and then she wakes up at that point.
As I'm sure many of you parents know, like the baby will be sleeping and you're like, oh, it's so peaceful. And then like you look over here and do something and you look back and they're like, you're like, no.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, why are your eyes wide open now?
And then like when you fall asleep after they fall asleep, you're in your head, you're like, you're anticipating her to wake up. So you're like, I can't fall asleep.
Yeah, it's not even good sleep. Yeah. And then like those first, few days, the amount of times that I would wake up to make sure like she was breathing, I still do it. Okay. I still wake up to make sure she's breathing. Is that normal? I'm sure it's normal. I hope it's normal.
I hope it's normal.
Girl Dad Squad, what up? Post up in the comments below. If you guys got any advice, like I said, feel free to comment. Let me know. Mothers out there, if y'all got any advice.
Lord help me. Figuring out as we go, but we appreciate any advice.
She is definitely taken after a lot of Amanda's characteristics, qualities.
Oh yeah, she looks 100% like you, but she acts like me.
Yeah.
She threw a fit because she was hot the other day. And I called my mom and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, she was really hot and she's like, you do that now. Like, you're like, yeah, you're right.
It's so true. The amount of junk she talks about Florida for being hot, like, we've got some news on that coming up.
Every video I'm like,
like I said, this is one of those challenging things that, I talk about how much of that personal stuff to share. She's not going to be in like every single video, obviously it's still motorcycle centric, but this is obviously like a massive part of our lives. And so, yeah, you guys are going to see some changes. Yeah, you're going to see Justin in some more videos, or Freddie.
There's a balance too, because I feel like when you disappear from videos, or if like I was gone, you were gone for a lot, that people start to think everything's wrong. Like, what's wrong? Like, there's drama, and you're actually super happy. You're just taking care of a child.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong like whatsoever. Yeah, somebody commented the other day and they were like, Block hasn't been in that many videos, I wonder what's going on.
Must be my fault.
Yeah, we've got a baby. That's what's going on. Also, I lost my finger. I cut off the end of one of my fingers, which I have video of as well. And I'll be dropping and sharing that video with you guys because y'all have asked for it. That sucked and that took me down for a little bit. But
she was 2 weeks at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
actually,
2 weeks on the dot.
The day that your dad, her grandpa, met her was in the emergency room. He was like on the way, had driven 12 hours. Right before he showed up, I managed to cut the end of my finger off.
Plot twist, meet us at the ER.
Yeah, like don't go to the house, go to the ER, here's the address. So he got to meet his granddaughter in the ER while they're working on my finger. Funny story behind that is one of the people that worked at the hospital, one of the nurses, I guess, was a subscriber, which was super cool. But yeah, all that incoming in an episode that I'll be sure to share with you guys. I asked Sean from Bikes and Beards how he kind of navigates this whole thing, with how much do you share, like what do you keep private? And one of the things that like great piece of advice that he gave me whenever we were up in Tennessee recently was,
so do they know about your baby? There's a baby here. I would say this, let your viewers celebrate with you.
Let your audience celebrate with you. And so that's what this is. I mean, it's absolutely life-changing. Look at this. Heart melting. Like whenever I do some goofy stuff and I'm all up, like when she's waking up and I'm like, good morning, and she smiles, it's like, oh my God. Just absolutely
facial expressions
yeah.
like no other, for sure.
She's a happy baby, and so we are super lucky. Yeah. Oh my God, gas, jeez. I never thought I'd be so happy for like farts.
Like I wish I could poop for you.
Yeah. I was eating something the other day while holding her, and I like leaned over and she farted, and I looked down, and I'm like, I'm eating over a fart right now, and I'm like, I'm totally cool with that. Like I was totally happy to eat over a fart because I knew that would like make her less fussy. Yeah, never thought that would be a thing. Pooped on her already. She's peed on me. Parent stuff, man.
You're like, it's okay, baby.
Yeah. Anyways, there's the news, guys. I hope y'all are stoked. We're figuring it out as we go. It's funny, like whenever you're growing up, you think like people that are older than you, like parents and all that stuff, have it all figured out. Nobody has it figured out. None of us do. We're all just making it up as we go along, and we're taking advice from people that know better than us that have experienced this and all that stuff. So I hope you guys are excited though. Thanks for the patience while we've kind of been back and forth. I know the channel has been a little all over the place, but we've got lots of really, really awesome content coming up. You guys are gonna be seeing Amanda and Kirby. I'm sure you saw as I walked in here, or getting Zuko out of the van. We've got a big project coming up with that. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Very excited.
The dogs are all great. Tyson's doing good.
Oh no, Tyson. We should talk about Tyson. Tyson is a whole topic on its own. Tyson is extremely jealous. Like this morning, if you do like little baby noises, he's like, what the hell, those were my baby noises. Or if you start to give her kisses, he just comes out of nowhere and he starts licking you. And he's like, I don't think he's bonded to her yet.
Tyson is incredibly jealous. He's 160 pounds, but he's incredibly aware of like his surroundings and like if he can fit in a tight space or not or anything like that. So it's like, he's been amazing in that sense. Whenever it comes to like showing affection to Kirby, he gets super jealous and he'll come up and like whine and all that stuff. Zuko is just attached to her hip and is always around her. And Riddle is totally oblivious. He's a working dog. And so he pretty much is just constantly hurting Zuko or wanting Ball. They just constantly want Ball.
She's in the crib, he drops toys on her.
Yeah.
Like waiting.
Yeah.
She's gonna do something about it. Like, you ever seen her use her arms?
Yeah, he'll like drop a toy beside her and like sit there and wait for her to like throw it. And it's like, dude, she's not there yet. Chill. I think this went a little bit longer than I thought it would. It's awesome to be able to share it with you guys. Like I said, Amanda and I have talked about it quite a bit. So happy to be able to share this info with you guys. Yeah, we probably got a diaper change here. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. Like I said, if you got any advice as a parent, please, please, please feel free to drop any advice that you might have. We'll read through all the comments and we'll take whatever you got.
What age can you start mini bikes?
That's an important one. If you guys aren't subscribed, you want to continue to see content like incoming mini bike stuff, because that's 100% going to happen. Jess, her two wheels, already bought a Strider bike.
We have to like wrap it. We should make it like totally custom for her.
Yeah.
Super
100%.
Smash Brothers style.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That would
Little
be cool.
Kirby.
Already got a Strider bike. Obviously, she's a good ways from being able to walk. But yeah, already got two wheels lined up for her. Big thanks to Jess for two wheels. Lots of updates coming y'all's way. Until next time, ride safe out there, stay vigilant. Catch you guys in the next one.
Oh, you gotta get like a cute outro, not poopy outro.
That's real life.
There you go. Go, go, go. Oh, you think now.